Okay, so let's now import our file. Go to get data from source. I think I started at MySQL database, so I'll connect it and I'll enter my server. Sorry. Localhost. Localhost. Then my database is gdb041. Connect. Okay, so there's it. I'll select everything. Then load. Okay. Remember, I'm importing those files from these are CSV files. So I'm importing them from SQL. Okay, to powerquery, to Power BI. So I think it's loading. Yep. More like a million records, so it will take some time. Yeah, it will take some time. But eventually it will get done. Okay. Yeah. So if you go to data modeling, it's here, right? Yeah. But this is automatic. The modeling is automatic. I don't want it like that. You get it? So anytime you are doing Power BI, you want to decide where to connect what to. So I'll select everything here and click delete so that to delete the modeling. Okay. And I have to change the setting here. Options, and I'll come to data load, and I'll come to auto detect simulation. Okay, so that anytime I add tables or anytime I import something, it won't auto add it. Okay, yes, so that it helps, because since you are the one dealing with the data, it's important to know what you are connecting what to. Auto detect sometimes may not work like that. Okay, so it's better to always detect to deactivate it so that it won't do it automatically. Then that what I'll do again is I'll import the two SPs folders. Okay, so the next one is this. And the server is the same, local host and gdb056. Okay, the same thing. I'll select everything. Right, select everything here. Load. Okay, so we'll wait for it to load. Okay, so it's done loading. Yeah, everything is fine. But let's go to transform data. Okay, and let's perform one or two things there. We're not going to Power Query. And there are one or two things I really want to change here. Okay. There's the product, the market, the customer. Okay. So what I'll be doing is this is our fact sales monthly, right? And this is our fact forecast. This is our freight cost, cost profit, manufacturing cost, and everything. But another thing we need to add is we do have a dim date. It's always important to have a dim date, because the dim date will contain the fiscal year, will contain other important things concerning date. Okay, so we'll be creating one, call it dim date, right? So dimensional date, then it has a formula. Okay, that, so we'll now import it here like this, then get the date. Okay, but I think this from 2017 September to 2022. Okay, 2022 December. Alright, okay. So we'll convert to table. That's how you need to convert to table, right? And make sure you do this date. Okay. Then after this, you change this into date. So date. Right. So we need to add the fiscal year month. Okay. Instead of the month, and that can help us get the fiscal year. Okay. So fiscal year month will come to add column date and start of month. Okay. So month, right? And with this we can get our fiscal year. Okay, so custom, so fiscal year, fiscal year, right? Fiscal year, eight dot year, eight dot year, eight dot year, date dot add, date dot add month. Okay, date dot add month. And set this. Let's add 4 to it. Get it. Yeah. So 2019, the fiscal year is 2018. So you scroll down to September 2018. Give us fiscal year 2019 like this. You get it? 2019. Let me just scroll it. We now have our fiscal year. Okay. We have our month and date. So let's try and add one or two things. Okay. But first, let's try and get away with this GDB thing for me. It makes it difficult. When those things are there, they increase the loading time. So it's better to always be deleting them. Okay. Yeah. So let me take these things out from there. Then take them out from there. You know. Yep. And okay, I'm just taking all these things from there. Just reduce. Let's say they can really affect the loading time. Okay. Now, what I'll do again is this is my fax automatically. Okay. I want to get my year to go, year to date. Okay, and my landing period. So what I'll do is, before I can get my year to date, I need to, year to date means the number of months you've actually received actual things, not estimate. So year to date captures the actual, right? And year to go captures the estimate. So for you to find out, for us to get the year to go, you need to first get to know the ending of the year to date. So the ending of the year to date will be the beginning of the year to go. Okay. So where can we find the year to date? It's from the fact sales monthly, not the forecast. Okay, from the fact sales monthly. So what I'll do here is I will reference this part. Okay. Okay. Okay, so now I want to reference this part and call it last sales date. Okay, so last sales date. Last date. Okay. So list dot max. List dot max. Yeah. So that means the last day for the actuals, okay, actual sales was 12 December 2021. So the estimate will be what? 1st January 2022. That'll be the estimate. I get it. So we'll come here, fact sales forecast. We'll also reference this part and call this remaining estimates, right? Then we'll come here. Let's select any date here and press OK. Then with this format here, okay, we'll change the narrative here. Okay, so this one should make sure this one is greater than the last sales date. Okay, then press OK. You get it? So you remember our last sales date here was 2021, so our beginning was 2022 for this one. Okay, yes. So now we want to get our landing date, that is the summation of year to go and year to date. So we'll be adding this one. So we'll come here, append as new. So we're about to remaining estimate. So let's say fact sales monthly, then remaining estimate. Okay. So it is appended fact sales monthly and year to date. Okay. Fact sales it has appended remaining estimate and fact sales monthly. Remember, fact sales contains all transactions that are for actual sales. Okay, and this part is the part that is recording the remaining estimates. So we've added the year to go and year to date, and now give us the landing period. Okay, that is what we've appended here, right? Yes. So this append one. So I'll call this fact underscore actuals underscore estimates. Okay. Now when you come here, look at something. You see there's forecast quantity, there's sold quantity. Now we want everything to come into one. Okay, we don't want it to be separate like this. So what we'll do is, the reason why it has captured this like this is because if you look at remaining estimate, the quantity side, it was called forecast quantity. Okay, if you look at fact sales monthly, the quantity side was called quantity sold. So it doesn't see any similarity between them. That is why it couldn't merge them. So the trick we'll be using is that we'll be changing this part to quantity. Okay, then change this part into quantity. Okay. So when we do that, now look at something here. Now after doing that, so now all is now one. Okay, because now you saw that quantity are the same, so it's brought them together. So this I'll group them as dimdate, dimension. So this contains dimensional data. Then I'll group this. Then I'll group fact sales might be this and this as facts. Facts data. It contains facts data. Okay. Then we'll say this, and this. See, they are supporting tables, supporting data. It contains information that will be helpful in calculations. Get it now? That's it. Okay, so now, and this fact in sales or fact actuals estimate, right? We want to make sure that we add everything. Okay, pause a little. Now, what we want to do with that, we want to add everything. Okay, we want to calculate other things, right? But for us to calculate other things, we need the price. Okay, and we can find the price here, right? So we want to get this price here into this part. We want to merge it. Okay, but before we can merge it, look at something. We need to have product code. You have product code. You need to have fiscal year, but there's no fiscal year here. So we'll add a column and create a fiscal year column. Okay, so fiscal year, and that will be date dot year date dot year bracket date dot year, and what I'll do is that I'll say date dot add month, date dot add month, and I'll include the date here. And make it 4 years, and So make sure it's a text, right? Because if you look at the gross price here, the fiscal here is a text. If you don't make if you don't make it a text, it won't merge well. Okay, so it's always make sure that the format should be the same, right? Now we can merge it. Okay, so we come to home, click on merge query. We don't want to merge it as new, but just merge it. Okay, so gross profit. Now this part can be found here. So okay, no, save. Let's wait for it to merge them. So it's loaded. Okay, so it's done. 18583. Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll click here. Then we just want the gross price. Okay. Not fixed dollar. Right. Yeah, so now we have the gross profit. We have the quantity. So we can derive the gross sales, gross sales, right? So that would be add column. No, sorry. Just say yeah, custom column. I will call this gross sales, right? And that will be quantity times gross price, right? Okay. So gross price is gross sales. We'll come here. Now we want to get pre-invoice deductions. We want to get this one so that can help us calculate our net gross sales. Okay. So here we'll merge it. Okay, so we'll merge this and pre-invoice customer code this and fiscal year. Okay, same for this and fiscal year. I think they're the same thing, right? So it's estimating matches based on data preview. So you need to always make sure that this is checking, right? Just checking, so make sure you leave it for it to check. Okay, so the same thing, right? So click on OK. Expand it here. You want this. Okay. Okay. Remember, it's a percentage. Okay. And gross profits. Gross. Let's. Okay, so gross sales. Gross sales amount. Right. Then we have our percentage, right? So for us to get our pre-invoice deduction amount, pre-invoice deduction amount, it will be gross sales amount times this, right? And this is our gross sales amount. Yeah, these are pre-invoice deduction amount. So for us to get our um, now create our net invoice sales, right? So that would be this net invoice sales, and that would be gross sales amount minus payable reduction amount, and this is net sales, net invoice sales. Yep, yep. Okay, so we've been able to calculate a lot of things, right? Yeah, yeah. But one of the things that we need to do is that we won't be needing gross price again. So let's enable on load so that it won't take much of our loading time. We won't be needing pre-invoice sales again too. So click on enable on load just to deactivate it from the loading time. Sales date, the same thing. We won't be needing this. Remaining estimates, we won't be needing one because everything here can be found in fact sales actual. Fact actual and estimate. Okay, so we need this one too. Yeah, so anytime when we load this data, this they will be parts, but we don't need them again. This and this they will be parts. Yeah, so we just say close and apply. Let's bring an end to the first part of it. The next part, we'll try and calculate other measures in DAX. Okay, you should remember, as a data analyst, we can't calculate everything in Power Query. It's a combination of Power Query and DAX to make it better for time loading. Okay, so you are done calculating the necessary things in Power Query. After that, we'll try and calculate other necessary things in DAX. Okay, so in the next video, we'll see something about that. Thank you so much for your time.